Et salut tout le monde, on se retrouve pour l'épisode 3 de Black Mirror. Donc on s'était laissé, après une grande recherche et d'enquête sur le bureau de Margaret, il me semble. Mademoiselle Margaret, la vieille peau, quoi, tout simplement. Et on a pu récupérer une clé pour aller dans le bureau du maître, donc notre père. Et on a eu comme énigme, au niveau de la bibliothèque, des cercles avec des runes qui nous a permis de trouver cette maquette en pierre, tout simplement, avec des sortes de mécanismes, à ce que je vois. Et donc, du coup, on va continuer les petites recherches et voir ce que nous prépare cette aventure. Je vous laisse sans ma cam. Donc, examiner. Hmm. J'ai oublié le détail le plus important au monde, c'est-à-dire le son. Hop, voilà.
There's a bit missing.
C'est
Hold
beaucoup
on.
mieux.
There.
Stop your whining. Stop your whining.
What is that? Oh no.
Wait!
Je ne vous cache pas que je ne vois pas grand-chose non plus. Lors de ces scènes, c'est vachement sombre.
The boy! Did you see him? Where did he go?
What did I tell you about disturbing me in my study? Are you all right, sir?
Ow.
What happened, David?
The boy. There was blood and he pushed him down.
Who? Who do you think you saw?
Him.
What did you just say, sir?
It's all right.
You're like your father. You can see them too, can't you?
I've been babbling in my sleep since I was a child. It's nothing to worry about. Poor girl is scared out of her wits.
Of course, sir. Sorry, sir.
My father. What did he think he saw?
It ain't my place to say, sir. But
Go on.
begging your pardon, sir, you should go. This place, it drove your father mad.
Drove him? Did he say what or whom he saw?
I'm sure I don't know, sir.
Best not push her too hard. She's scared enough of me already. Sorry, I didn't get your name.
It's Ailsa, sir. Ailsa Crannan. Oh, and Master Andrew asks if you would join him in the library. After breakfast, of course.
Thank you, Miss Crannan. Get a hold of yourself, David. Were these apparitions what drove my father from the castle when he was young? Were they what drew him back? He must have found something in the family chronicles he spoke of. Nobody else saw the boy or the old man who looked like my grandfather Edward. But it felt real, more even than the daydreams that plagued my childhood. I don't remember ever seeing that boy. A faded memory, perhaps? As far as I know, I've never been to this castle before. Elsa knows more than she wants to tell me.
Bien. Donc, qui était donc ce garçon et découvrir ce que c'est Elsa.
Aye, and once you're done in the kitchen, go and clean up the cellar. The spiders have made a nest down there. A big one, too. They're crawling everywhere. Master David, nice of you to grace us with your presence.
I appreciate your patience.
I've had the staff prepare some of the finest Scottish delicacies for you. Black pudding, haggis, scrambled eggs with deer brain, and bacon.
Mother was never a fan of dishes made from entrails. In this case, she'd be missing out.
I shot the deer myself, in the local woods.
That was delicious. Thank you.
I'm sure our local specialities must seem peculiar to one raised as you were.
I was raised in India. My spectrum of peculiar has quite a range.
Bien. Du coup, on va aller voir Elsa directement pour lui parler. Mais avant,
This'll make it easier to carry. The boy. It must be. But I need to be sure. Perhaps the names are on the bag. My family. Yet they're all still strangers to me. Lady Margaret. She looks happy. I can't imagine her smiling like that these days. The boy. How did he provoke Edward into throwing him down the stairs? Grandfather Edward. Just as he looked last night. What's this? Looks like it's drawn in blood? Regardless of what I told Miss Cranon, these visions are like nothing I've ever experienced before, and they're getting worse.
ouais. Leur traduction française n'est pas faite partout, hein, ce que je vois.
Smoking a pipe? I thought that would be beneath her station. Lady Margaret.
David?
May I first apologize for my strange behavior last night? It's just that...
Think nothing of it. You were obviously tired from your travels. Least said, soonest mended.
I saw an old photograph of a boy in the other room. Something tells me she wouldn't be happy if she knew I had it in my pocket.
Ah, that was taken in 1894. Young Johnny, your father.
You can remember the exact year?
It's a funny thing when you reach my age. You can remember dates from decades ago.
But not what you had for breakfast.
Maybe others can't.
Who, may I ask, were the others in the picture?
That would be your Aunt Clara and your late great-grandmother, the last true Countess of Scahandew House. And my dear Edward, of course.
I noticed my father had a scar on his face. How did that happen?
Falling from a tree, perhaps? I can't recall. But your father was a clumsy child.
Can't recall. But you remember the date the photograph was taken. What kind of man was my grandfather?
Oh, he was magnificent. He was handsome, so handsome, and caring.
Caring enough to knock a defenseless child down the stairs.
All was so very different when he was around.
The maid. She seemed to be acting strangely, like she was frightened of me.
Yes, well, she's a simple sort, that one. She has probably heard of the curse of the Gordons the locals like to whisper about.
Curse? What curse?
Just a peasant superstition. I would guess she was worried you'd show the same displays of unpredictable violence as your father did.
I never knew my father to be the violent type.
Oh, there are many things you do not know about your father. This is his doing.
What? But how?
I'd rather not discuss it, David. And that maid should really keep her mouth shut and locate the earring she lost. She's like a magpie with shiny, expensive things.
This may seem like an unusual question.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't, dear boy.
Have I ever been here before? Is it possible I visited as a child and can no longer remember?
Oh, no. You are a stranger to these walls.
And I have a feeling you prefer it stayed that way. I could give it to her, and she'd still never tell me anything useful about my father or the secrets of this place. But the maid? I could use this to earn her trust. I shall take my leave, Lady Margaret.
Yes. Oh, and David, the master of the house needs to respect the privacy of those under his roof. Even your father understood that. Sometimes a cabinet is locked for a reason.
I was looking for some documents and Andrew had already gone to bed.
I would still appreciate you respecting the rules of this house. You're not its owner quite yet.
On va faire être direct, on va être tranquille. On devait aussi aller à la bibliothèque pour Andrews.
David, apologies for not being here to greet you. As the telephone in the castle is not working due to the recent storm, I have had to journey to the village to communicate with my office. Upon my return, I shall show you to the chapel where you can pay your respects to your father. Yours, Andrew Harrison.
Or maybe I'll just head to the chapel myself, just as soon as the weather clears.
Caméra, personnage.
It's labeled Mallory. Perhaps another client of Mr. Harrison. It's labeled Mallory.
Ouais, ça a l'air bon.
It's working. Has it been repaired? Or did Andrew lie to me?
Ça, on ne le saura pas, je pense. Bon, sinon, de base, je voulais partir à la cuisine, mais j'ai fait plein de choses entre-temps. Ça pas mal d'y aller.
Miss Crannan? Isn't that used for transporting cooked food? Why is there blood in it?
Ugh, the wee scunner thought it would be funny to put one of his dead beasties in it to fear me. He should keep them in the cellar and... Sorry, sir. I'm speaking out of turn.
Did you ever talk to my father?
I was serving here when he... That is to say,
Go on, please.
I didn't think it'd be proper, sir. Lady Margaret said... Oh, sorry, sir. I must get on with my work.
She's as scared of Margaret as she is of the butler. Poor girl. You said my father saw things.
I don't want to talk about it, sir.
I noticed the attic door is locked.
You'd best ask Angus, sir. I hardly go up there.
The mere mention of the attic terrified her. What is in there? I think you may have lost this.
Oh, sir! Oh, thank you, sir. I only wanted to see how it looked in the mirror. I didn't mean to. I was scared to tell her ladyship. Oh, she can have such a temper.
What are you going to do now?
If I can sneak it into the salon, maybe her ladyship will think she lost it there herself.
From what I know about her, I very much doubt her ladyship will. What happened to my father here?
I'm sorry, sir. You're not like the rest of them here. Oh, sir, there's things you should know, but I really need this job.
She knows something, but how can I convince her to trust me? Would you like me to escort you to the cellar?
Wouldn't be proper to ask the owner of the house to do that, sir.
Well, I'm not the owner yet, and you didn't ask.
Very kind of you, sir.
Happy to help. I'll let you know when I'm ready to accompany you down there. I shall leave you to your work.
En soi, je suis déjà prêt, puisque j'ai l'impression d'avoir parlé un peu partout, puisqu'on sait du coup qui est ce garçon. Du coup, toujours Elsa qui doit nous dire ce qu'elle a de découvert et retrouver la tombe du tableau. Mais ça, faut pouvoir aller dehors. Est-ce qu'on peut aller dehors?
The maid still doesn't quite trust me. I have to find a way to show her I'm on her side.
Ok, on peut pas aller dehors, on doit d'abord s'occuper de la cave.
Shall we? Let's see what we can find down here. How cruel of Mr. McKinnon to send her down here alone. Harsh as it may seem, a proper serving of fire is the only way to get rid of such a widespread infestation. This is as close as I get. Otherwise, I'll have them crawling all over me. I have to find a way to eliminate them altogether.
Ok. Fouillons.
Raw spirit. Not particularly palatable, but good for cleaning and magic tricks. The water of life. Some of these whiskies are from local distilleries. Looks fresh.
Master Eddie's work. He and Mr. McKinnon put it here earlier. Poor beastie.
Eddie. Another family member I've yet to meet. Ooh, a lot of blood for just one animal. Not the most hygienic workstation. A hunting map. Looks like they've been poaching outside the Gordon estate.
Brûlons.
Step right up.
Sir? What are you... Oh my! That's amazing! Does that not hurt?
No, a little trick I learned in India.
Sorry, did that scare you, Elsa? I didn't think... Huh.
And you are?
Edward Mallory. You may call me Edward III.
So this is Cousin Eddie. He seems
Welcome to my castle.
Moche.
as terrible as the rest of them. My castle indeed. Pleased to meet you, Eddie. So, your parents would be my aunt and uncle Clara and Victor. Are they...
Dead. Dead as doornails, the pair of them.
Lovely. You've lived here all your life, so you would have met my father.
Only after he lost what marbles he had left. If it were up to me, I'd have locked him up in the loony bin a bit sooner.
Locked him up?
So what are you doing down here anyway?
There's a line between honesty and rudeness that Cousin Eddie doesn't seem to recognize. I was helping Miss Crannan.
Oh, why didn't you ask me?
Excuse me, sir. Sirs, I really have to go.
Leaving so soon? Was it something I said? They all tend to act like that in the presence of nobility.
You said something about a loony bin?
I did. Oh. Oh, you don't know.
Well,
Well, never you mind. I have an animal to prepare.
I'm getting very tired of everyone in this house avoiding my questions.
There's something you should know, sir. Something important. I overheard them talking, and
You're paid to work, not chat. Get to it, girl.
Sorry, Mr. McKinnon. Library, after dinner.
At last, I might get some answers.
Bah oui.
Finally, some fresh air.
Et qui dit sortir dit s'arrêter ici pour le moment. Donc j'espère que cet épisode vous aura plu. Assez court malgré tout, à peu près 25 minutes normalement. Donc n'hésitez pas à liker, commenter, à partager comme d'habitude. Et on se retrouve à la prochaine. Ciao ciao.